Hi, I'm Tom Myers, and today we're going to talk about hornets, specifically addressing the hysteria about the Asian giant hornets, so-called murder hornets. I'm a board-certified entomologist in Lexington, Kentucky, and I've been studying insects all of my life. The Asian giant hornets have been in Asia for thousands of years, of course, but they're now showing up in the United States, but specifically only in the northwestern United States. There have been 2 cases where they found individuals in Washington State. They are really of no concern to us in the central United States. They are of concern to bees and also beekeepers in Washington State. Washington State Department of Ag has a very rigorous program where they're trying to locate any hornets should they be there. But the news hysteria about the hornets is really way overblown. Bees, wasps, hornets, and ants are a member of the order Hymenoptera. And the Hymenoptera order of insects are really a lot of beneficial insects. They are a social type of insect, and as we know, a lot of these bees and wasps we know can sting. So they will sting to protect their colony. And so that's some of the times when hornets may be dangerous. Honeybees will be dangerous, and others when they're trying to sting to protect their colony. So that's the time we need to avoid those insects. So most of these insects, like I say, are very beneficial. They help us out in numerous ways. They pollinate our crops, of course, and they also are really good at natural pest control. A lot of these wasps will go ahead and feed on other insects, especially the wasps. The wasps are really beneficial. So we really don't want to control wasps necessarily unless they are a problem. And of course the giant hornets can be a problem, again, to honeybees. The insects in this group have 4 stages in their life cycle. They have an egg stage, a larva stage, and the larva stage is usually very defenseless and it lives in a nest and has no legs. Then there's a pupa stage, which is a changing stage, and then they have the adult stage. The problem with the giant hornets is that they go in 2 honeybee nests, and they'll go ahead and kill the adult bees, and then they'll go in and take the larva and pupa of the honeybee and take them back to feed their young. So that's one of the problems with the giant hornet. But again, we said they're mostly in Asia now, especially throughout China and Japan and those areas, and they have not been established in the United States. So these bees that we see, we have a lot of beneficial bees, and we need to be very careful not to be killing these bees when they're no problem. This is probably the insect that we have in the central United States that looks closest to the Asian giant hornet. This is the European hornet. The European hornet was introduced into the United States in the 1800s, as the Asian hornet is trying to come in the United States now. This insect is about 1 inch to 1.25 inches in size. The Asian giant hornets are 1.5 inches to 2 inches in size. The coloration on the 2 are very similar. This one, as I said, has been here for a long period of time. It hasn't caused any type of mass hysteria, whatever. But they are also will attack honeybees. Mostly they will be outside in hives and will attack honeybees in the air. They will grab those honeybees and they use those as food. In some cases where we have honeybee hives that have been weakened by some type of a disease or parasite, they can actually wipe out a honeybee hive. But at most time, they're not really a big concern to healthy honeybees. And honeybees were actually, the honeybees that we use in the United States came from Europe too. They're a European honeybee. So these and the honeybees we have kind of evolved together in the same area. Another local wasp that we have around here, which could be confused with the giant hornet, is the Cicada Killer wasp. The Cicada Killer wasp is also very large in size, and so I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of calls this summer about cicada killers. Cicada killers are very solitary type wasps in that they don't really have nests, and so they don't really defend their nest, and so they're not likely to sting. I have been stung by one before, but mostly because I was an 8-year-old boy trying to catch one in a glass. Otherwise, they're pretty harmless. They're a black and yellow wasp, as is the yellow jacket. The yellow jacket is also black and yellow, but it's very small, and you're not going to confuse that with the giant hornets. But these, sometimes you might. If you really want to be concerned about pests that may be around your house, really there's a lot more danger with different types of ticks that we have in your backyard, or watch out when you're hiking around these areas. They carry a lot of different diseases. And also mosquitoes. Mosquitoes carry diseases and probably is the most deadly insect we have in the world. So these are insects you should be concerned with, but the giant hornet, no concern. Forget that. Thank you for watching today. I appreciate it. I hope you learned a little bit about bees and wasps and ants, and also how important they are to our lives. The concern about the giant hornet is really overblown. So I hope this helped you out. I'm Tom Myers, board certified entomologist. Thanks a lot.